Absolutely destroy him. What were your initial thoughts when you first heard the Jiri news? I mentioned it in my video. Yeah, I was upset about it. I was upset, really upset about it. So that's that, I guess. It was annoying. But my second new, like when I thought about what it was, I thought it was USADA. They've got him. Like just after all of the tests, and then like out of nowhere, he vacates his belt. That to me was like, oh, he's been cool, and he doesn't want it to be known. Because TJ Dillashaw vacated his belt, and then we found out about the tests. So I was like, fuck, man, that's unfortunate. I was upset when I first heard about it. Same here. Thoughts on MMA Joey? He has inside sources that told him Jiri got hurt at Extreme Couture. It's not inside sources. He was training at Extreme Couture. I mean, he was literally at Extreme Couture when the injury happened. It's not like a fucking, wow, that's crazy. Inside sources tell me. No, it's all over his Instagram. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate your $5. Jake Harmon. Remember my last chat talking about what are Jan's chances of becoming champ again? Well, I guess his odds drastically increased. True. Very true. He has a much higher chance. He has like a 40% chance because he has got a tough matchup against Ankleev. So respect to Jiri, but doesn't he lose pay-per-view points now? I think some way Yuri's brain wants him to lose the belt. So when he literally had mob ties, I know. I think Yuri's brain would do better knowing that he wasn't a champion coming back. You know what I mean? It would help him when he's sitting in his dark room. Ariel's tweet. What's Ariel's tweet? Oh my fucking god, that's crazy for Jan Blachowicz if that's true. That's fucking good moment for him. Jan Blachowicz landed in Vegas minutes ago. He didn't have Wi-Fi on the plane. He just found out that he is now fighting for the belt on December 10th. He tells me he had no idea until he turned his phone on. All this happened while he was in the air. The legendary Polish power, you know, the belt back to me, you know. Holy fuck. That's a pretty good feeling from him. The legendary Polish airplane mode, you know. Hello, my friend. Hello. The legendary Polish power. He left the legendary Polish power on the plane, you know. Why did Jiri vacate then and Ngannou hasn't fought in 2 years and didn't vacate? He ain't the same savage samurai that Jiri is. And also Jiri knows there's going to be at least 2 title fights and they're not going to make someone defend the interim belt. So it's either he vacates it now on his own terms or they strip him after they make another title fight before he comes back. They have to have a main event, so they have to have a belt on the line. You know? The most Chad move Jiri could have made. Yeah, it's just like they need a title on the line. If it's an interim belt for Blachowicz Ankleev, cool. They can do that anyway. And they can still have Jiri as champ. But the fact is, even if that happens, they're going to be waiting like 8 months before a title defense. And Glover's going to get a title shot. So they'll have to have him defend the interim belt. And if they do that, they'll just make it the official belt and strip Jiri. So he's just getting in there first and vacating, basically. Yeah, it's a cool storyline at the end of next year. Jiri returning for the belt he never lost, yeah. I just feel like we've been robbed of so much Jiri. You know, even before he fought Glover in his title fight, he was out for like 1 year and 3 months or something like that from the Reyes fight. It was just like, he was out for a whole fucking year. And I was like, oh, man. We could have had like an extra 2 Jiri fights from that time till now. And we just got nothing. Like, we should have, honestly, ideally, we should have had Jiri versus Ankleev. What we should have had. Jiri Prohaska versus, not Ankleev, Jiri Prohaska versus Alexander Rakic is what we should have had. But it just never happened. Why didn't they just give Ankleev to Glover? Glover turned it down. Like a pussy. I'll make him look like the new dog in the yard. Botched. Thank you very much for the $8 I appreciate your $8 Jade. Thank you for the $5 cheddar head. Sorry, I didn't even notice that one. Betting on a legendary Polish uppercut, flatlining the Dagestani to cap off 2022. An uppercut, you say, against Ankleev. He stands so tall, though, and he doesn't really dip his head much. If anything, I'd see a left hook from Blachowicz, but maybe a body kick. A body kick could happen. But yeah, thank you for the $5, Cheddarhead. I appreciate you. It would be a good way to cap off the year. A little bit of a Blachowicz resurgence. And then Blachowicz finishes off Glover Teixeira. And then we get Blachowicz versus Jiri Prohaska in Europe. That'd be great when he comes back.